Imagine realizing the leather pouch carrying your life savings was snatched from a bench, or discovering a rival cheated you out of your livelihood. If you lived in the Roman Empire, the monumental basilicas and civic courts offered little help. Those marble halls were designed to resolve the disputes of the wealthy and the politically connected. There was no civic police force to investigate a theft. If you were poor or enslaved, the state provided no legal mechanism to recover what was taken or to punish the person responsible. Faced with this silence, citizens sought justice through the supernatural. This is a defixio, or curse tablet. It was the primary instrument of illegal personal retribution in the ancient world. The practice of writing these malicious spells persisted for nearly 1,000 years. Following the movements of the Roman legions, the habit of cursing spread from the Syrian deserts to the rainy edges of Britain. Thousands of ordinary people across the empire utilized this systematic, ritualized shadow justice network. To understand how this system worked, we must reconstruct the 4-step ritual required to execute an ancient magical hit. The ritual began with the material. While the tradition emerged from the Greek East, it followed strict rules for sourcing the medium. Papyrus was rejected in favor of lead. It was inexpensive, durable, and symbolically linked to the cold, heavy darkness of the grave. In urban centers like Pompeii, practitioners would take these soft lead sheets and scratch specific incantations into the surface with a stylus. The scripts relied on voces magicae, bizarre symbols and incomprehensible syllables designed to bypass human speech and speak directly to demonic forces. This is the Satyr Square, a piece of wordplay found across the empire featuring a 5x5 grid of Latin palindromes. The words sator, arepo, tenet, opera, rotas read exactly the same in 4 directions. This endless visual loop physically trapped the target's fate within the grid. The finished text functioned as a binding script, a set of instructions designed to compel the gods into action. Once the spell was written, the ritual transitioned into the physical manipulation of the metal. The practitioner tightly folded or rolled the flat lead sheet, violently compressing the etched text inward upon itself. This concealment prevented mortal eyes from reading the incantation, an act believed to neutralize the spell's potency. The ritual culminated when the practitioner drove a large iron nail straight through the center of the folded lead. This act of sympathetic magic was meant to literally fix or pin down the victim, binding their tongue, their hands, or their mind. To intensify the harm, the pierced lead might be wrapped in the victim's hair or tied to animal bones. The literal mutilation of the lead artifact was designed to mirror the physical destruction intended for the enemy. The final step required delivering the curse to its intended audience. In the remote thermal springs of Bath, England, the environment provided a direct conduit. To reach the deities of the underworld, the finished tablet had to be deposited into a subterranean space. Cursors sought out clandestine locations, dropping lead into freshly dug graves, deep wells, or natural springs. At Bath, locals threw over 100 tablets into the sacred spring of Sulis Minerva, seeking revenge for stolen cloaks and everyday belongings. The exact second the heavy metal crossed the threshold, plunging deep into the water or the dark soil, the binding spell was officially active. By surrendering the object to the earth, the practitioner finalized a binding contract with the chthonic powers. Daily life in the Roman world was governed by intense competition and profound inequality. These tablets functioned as a psychological release valve for the marginalized and the powerless. Outsourcing vengeance to the gods allowed victims to process their anger and vulnerability without risking the physical consequences of open confrontation. Completing the drop offered specific relief. The cursor could walk away, knowing justice was now in the hands of the underworld. In an empire that largely ignored their suffering, the ritual provided a rare form of personal agency. Most historical records from this era consist of monumental claims carved into marble by emperors and generals. Today, archaeologists extract these fragile, dirt-caked lead sheets from wells and cemeteries across the former empire. This paleographic analysis shows how researchers decode the erratic cursive scripts scratched into the mel. By comparing these hasty letter forms to official papyrus documents, historians can identify the exact moments of civilian desperation. Because these objects were made of indestructible lead and deliberately buried, they bypassed the filters of official state history. These petty and desperate artifacts survive as the rarest and most unfiltered voice of the ordinary human being in antiquity.